I will at least write that out. So you can only write, if anybody's watched this video, you can only write things like treatment 1, treatment 2, treatment 3, treatment 4 without being specific if you have a key somewhere that tells you what each of those is. And I like doing this because it doesn't get sloppy trying to write too much here. And there will be questions like on AP exam that'll say, list your treatments? And then it'll say, now make a diagram. Well, if you've already listed the treatments out, give them each a number, and then you don't have to write them again. All right, so my randomization process is, I'm probably going to type. Let's talk about some specifics with the paper and a hat concept. So, random assignment process. That was my star that I put in my diagram. So what do we need to do? Put what? How am I going to put them in order? A what? Cows move. And that's why I wouldn't choose that. What happened for AP exam is do something that works. Now, does everybody really probably know the ages of the different cows? But does that make sense and does that work? So it is almost, in an AP exam, you're going to have to write the design for the experiment but not do it. So even if you said, put the cows in order based off of how many dots they have, like theoretically that could happen, and that is fine to write, even with like saying stance or something like that. But just be generic because you're not going to actually have to do it. So put cows in order by age, youngest to oldest. And then what should I do at that point? What numbers? Okay, now what? So write each of these numbers 1 to 100 on, you said identical, what? So they need to be the same size. Now what? Identical size is important. Mixing them up is important. Now what? This is where I'm going to be a little bit pickier than I've said to you before. Mixing up should compensate for this, but if I just grab a bundle, I'm probably getting numbers that were close to each other. So select one at a time until 25 is selected. And that's one thing that I've not said yet. So without looking, select one at a time until 25 are selected. What do I do with those 25? And what do I do with the group? Numbers associated with these cows. Wait, the numbers associated. The cows associated with the number selected, yes. If the selected numbers, what? So again, I would have to write all that out if I hadn't already done this. So I always think it's helpful to do this because it saves you time later. if you didn't call it treatment 1 and didn't have a key that said what treatment each one was, you could not do this. You would actually have to write it out. So I can shorthand this and say continue selecting one at a time, continue selection process. And then what?
Until all cows are assigned.
So let me say the next one at least. I could even say, this one's easy. I could say next 25, treatment 3, until each treatment has 25 cows. Or I could have said the next 25 are in treatment 3, the remaining 25 are in treatment 4. It depends on how many treatments you have and how much you want to write out. Do I need to write anything else about randomization process? Because the whole point of that is just what? Getting them into groups. So they're all in groups. That's all I needed. That was the whole point of the star. So questions about a problem like this. So completely randomized design means I considered absolutely nothing about the cows first. I directly went into randomly assigning them. All right, get out your homework.